Alright, hey guys, it's Bloodrust, and today I'm just going to bring you a quick tutorial on a cool text style that I kind of thought of doing. So I'm just literally going to get straight into it. Just pick like an off-white kind of color for your text tool, and I'm going to use the font. I'm going to use Bebas, which I think will look good for this. Yeah, here. I'm just gonna write example. Alright, get that a little bit bigger. Oh, excuse me. Turn the height down to like 180 something. Alright, so there we go, we have our basic text. Yeah, and make sure it's white and everything. And then so you're gonna rasterize the type and just copy that. And then you're gonna hide the bottom one. Then for this one, you're basically just gonna wanna get a pattern. And you're gonna wanna find, where is it? Alright, here. And you can do this with the marquee tool and just find a good scale size. But you can also do this with the marquee tool like this if you don't have those patterns. So just go kind of like across and stuff like that. I'm just gonna do it this way so people who don't have the pattern can, you know, do this. And this way is kind of cool because it's kind of like random. The sizes are not exact with each other, so I guess that's a plus to this. But then again, that can look bad depending on how you want the text to look. Just move the whole thing up. Yeah, it does. Just move it all down there. Alright. Keep going across. Make a tiny little one right here. Alright. So then you're just gonna want to press Ctrl J. And basically you just get out your eraser tool, or put this over top first. And then get out your eraser tool, and then just kinda do that, and it makes cool little incisions on the text. Actually, I think it looks better with just the pattern, so I'm just gonna do that. Yep, rasterize that. Command click. Delete. So now it's just like that. Copy this, put it over, do that, take this. You're gonna want to make sure that the hardness is about 25% just so it gets the edges a little bit better. And you can see this style kind of used on like game covers sometimes, where you see like it looks kind of dirty like this, where like the line's going through. Sorry about that. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm gonna use a brush that I have installed. You might have this one. So it's from the rated brush pad. So if you do, that's pretty cool because I'm going to show you how to use it in here. Keep out your eraser tool, obviously. I hate my computer so much. Come on. Alright. I'm just gonna click. Wow, that was the brush tool, gosh dang it. Gonna click. It should. And just give it like a speckled kind of feeling, or yeah, there we go. And on the edges here, just gonna go in back with the eraser tool. And gonna sharpen them. You can see what I'm doing. It's kind of like, sorry for being quiet for that one. I was like concentrating for no reason. But yeah, if you can see what I'm doing, it's kind of like darkening the, or erasing the lines a little bit more. So it makes it look a little bit better. Making a little right there. And then I'm gonna go back to, or I'm gonna get like a splat kind of brush. So maybe one of these. And just turn it down more. And just kind of find spots to erase. I'm actually going to do that on this, on the layer below, so it actually erases the entire thing. Kind of do that in some lines. I'm being quiet. I'm kind of rusty at tutorials. I haven't done them in a while for some reason. Just been really busy with like client work. Sorry about that. Alright, and then just gonna merge this. It's pretty good. Copy it twice. Do the same usual glitch effect that everyone does. And we'll stick with this. Yep, and then merge again. The same kind of this thing, random clicking. Oh, that's really dirty looking. Spam click. That looks a little better. Yeah, there we go. Copy. Move. Control H, and as you can see, there's the text style. I think it looks pretty good. The glitch effect, I thought this would be more red looking and this more blue looking. As you can see when you zoom in it is, but when you're kind of zoomed out, it's a little hard to see. So I might just redo the glitch effect. Red over blue. Right, it looks kind of better. Very cool. So that's the first text effect that I'm going to show you today. And just one more. It's basically like 3D text. So yeah. Hide that. Glitch text. Delete the pattern fill, and next I'm going to do 3D text. I'm going to show you how to do that. So again, example. Rasterize. I didn't like how those were capital. It's just I have OCD. Alright. So this is just going to be 3D text, so you're going to double click to get your layer style. Add a stroke, which I'm going to do this color because I'm bored. And there's two ways of doing this. I'll show you this way first. That color, normal, spread at 100. Just kind of turn up the distance. Opacity, and up the size, like 6, 7, 8 maybe, pushing it. Alright, so yeah, basically it's just a drop shadow on a 90-degree angle. You can turn down the angle to like really whatever you want. I'm just gonna find one that kind of fills out the border. Because you just watch me do that, it kind of makes it look 3D. I'll make it a little bit darker. Yeah, that might help. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Yeah. Whoop. Yeah, so that looks pretty cool. So that's a layer style way. Next one uses layer styles, but it's not as, doesn't use the drop shadows really. So I'm gonna put this up to like 4 again. And check the drop shadow. Use a red this time. And I'm just gonna rasterize that. Put another stroke on it. Use a darker red this time. Be like here, almost black, or lighter. Six. Alright, and I'm just gonna copy that. Use my arrow keys to go to the right and then down. Copy it again. Click on the bottom one. Right, down. Your arrow keys. You can actually do it a couple times since the stroke is so big. until you start seeing the other red. Oh yeah, so I just saw the other red. So I'm gonna copy it again. This way it looks a lot cleaner. Copy it again. So yeah, there you go. You have 3D text. Looks pretty sick, in my opinion. So yeah, it's just a quick tutorial. Pretty long, but I might speed it up a little bit. And in an unnoticeable amount of time, but just a little bit, so it's not 16 minutes. So yeah. I've been Bloodrust, and I'm out. See you.